What up, bitches? It's the misanthropic one, aka He Who Hungers, and I'm back up in this bitch for another rant/review. Today, I want to talk about this album right here, Linkin Park's latest album titled The Hunting Party. Okay, Linkin Park, y'all already know who the fuck they are. I've talked about them a couple times on my channel. They are one of my favorite bands that came out of the whole nu metal or rap rock bludgeoning of bands, I guess you could call it, but they are one of the few that actually survived. And I'm not gonna go into their whole shit. You look them up or check my older videos. Just know that I've been waiting for this one for a while. There was a lot of hype behind this, a lot of talks about them going back, you know. And when I hear that, usually I kind of get reluctant when certain bands put out, you know, a bunch of material, or certain artists, I should say, put out a bunch of material, then they say, oh, we're going back, because a lot of artists use that and then they kind of fall short. And I was kind of critical of Linkin Park with, what album was that? 1,000 Suns, you know, where, you know, it was kind of talked up a lot, and I wasn't too crazy about it at first. I mean, it was all right, but that's not a Linkin Park album I really go back to. Same with Minutes to Midnight. I listen to that, you know, every so often, but rarely compared to Hybrid Theory, the Hybrid Theory EP, Meteora, and their demos, and even their last one that came out. Shit, what was the fucking name of it? Goddamn. Living Things. It was right at the tip of my tongue, but Living Things I go back to a lot. But this shit right here, I'm proud to say this is fucking awesome. And the shit that's different about this was their writing process. I read up on their writing and production process. They said they went at it from a different angle, where they would actually sit down in the studio and compose these songs, opposed to their usual mapping things out, demoing, and blah 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 blah. And they wanted to bring back a raw 90s sound, which they did perfectly on this. And this album was produced by Mike Shinoda and Brad Delson, two members of the band. Mike Shinoda being the MC, vocalist, and guitarist, and Brad Delson being the lead guitarist. And this came out very well, very fucking well. And this is probably a Linkin Park album that I will have on rotation for a while, you know, because I've been bumping Living Things, like I said, and I always go back to their earlier shit. Like I said, you know, Hybrid Theory EP, Hybrid Theory, and Meteora, and even their demos when they were known as Zero and shit. But let me jump into this real quick. I just mentioned the production on here. Shout out to Andy Wallace who mixed this. There are features on this album. You have Paige Hamilton from Helmet, Rakim, Darren Malakian from System of a Down, and Tom Morello. So I'm gonna jump right into the pros and cons. I'm gonna make this one kind of short because I got a slew of other videos and I got other shit I gotta get into real quick. Pros. I love the fact that the features, first of all, I love the fact that there are features on here, because Linkin Park is a band that isn't really known for putting features on their shit. except when they put out like remix albums and shit, like Reanimation and what's the other one that came out last year? I forget the name of that one. I think it's called Recharged or some shit like that. I forget the name of it. But they don't really put a lot of artists on their albums, on their personal albums, and the features on here are fucking insane. I love the fact that each feature on here kind of, you know, I guess that's the point of a feature, to add spice to a song, but it makes the song feel like their own. If you're familiar with some of these artists, like for example Rakim, who is my second favorite MC of all time. I mean, when I first heard Guilty All the Same, that track, which is one of their singles, I didn't know what to feel about it until I let it sink in, and it felt like a fucking Rakim track, even though you've never heard Rakim over heavy fucking guitars before. It was weird for me at first, and at first I wanted to crucify it, but the song is very catchy, very hard, and Rakim comes in and kills it. And when it's his section, it feels exactly like a Rakim track. And same goes with Rebellion, featuring my man Darren from System of a Down. When he comes in, it sounds like a fucking System of a Down song. Straight from the beginning, you hear the guitars and you would swear it's System of a Down, and it's Linkin Park. And even his addition of vocals, a great drawbar with Tom Morello. I mean, come on, man. I mean, I love how they fucking pulled this off. The fucking rawness of this album, it still has a clean Linkin Park sound, but it's still raw. Like it has a dirty fucking feel to it. So that made me fucking proud as shit. What else? I love the fact that they play with their time limits, because if you're a fan of Linkin Park, you know they don't really like to break that 3-minute barrier, 3.5-minute barrier with most of their songs. Some of the songs break 4 minutes. Some of them are 2.5 minutes. Some of them are 4 minutes. I love the fact that they fuck around and they were putting little skits in there, like the summoning was fucking cool. They have skits that are embedded into the songs. That track War, that's fucking awesome. That's a first for Linkin Park for me, because that song sounds just like some fucking punk rock shit, some like chaos punk, not even chaos punk, I wouldn't go that far. Something like, you could tell that these motherfuckers were listening to Rancid or something when they wrote that track, because that track just reminds me of some fucking Rancid or God, I don't even know, man, but mostly Rancid, I would say. Yeah, this shit is fucking dope. Content-wise, I'm sorry, there's one more thing. Content-wise, this kind of reminds me of Minutes to Midnight, because like I mentioned in older Linkin Park shit, they write a lot about inner turmoil and feelings and shit like that, and they have a great way of putting that out there and being catchy without being too annoyingly poppy. And on this, they kind of went, to me, in that Minutes to Midnight route, because I felt on that album they were being a little bit more social, even I mean, outside the lyrics, even in their dress, you could feel it, because they were all wearing black and this and that. I haven't visually acknowledged them lately, so I don't know how they're rocking their shit lately, but they I think Mike Shinoda, or I think it's Mike Shinoda or Chester, one of them said that they're not 18 anymore. They wanted to make sort of like grown man music, but make it heavy, and they did a fucking great fucking job. Shout out to Linkin Park, man. Cons, nothing really bad I could say about it. I will say, like I said in other Linkin Park videos, that I feel Mike Shinoda with his rap shit, I feel he sort of holds back, because again, if you go back and listen to Zero demos, or Hybrid Theory EP. Mike Shinoda is a fucking phenomenal MC, man, and I think he really holds back a lot. That's really the only con that I have to say, because I feel he simplifies his shit a lot sometimes. But he did come off well on this, even though it was simple. It still was lyrical. He still was flowing, so I can't complain too much. My rating of this shit, I would probably give it an 8.5. Probably on a really good day when I'm working out, probably be feeling a 9, because some of that shit will get me fucking amped in the gym, get me pumped. And yeah, that's it. Shout out Linkin Park. I'm very fucking pleased with this album. And that's all I gotta say, alright? Everybody else, y'all know the deal. Leave your love, leave your hate. Most of all, subscribe. Support dope shit. And that's it. Peace, bitches.